Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Rakaka, Dash. Double honors to the apostles at GreatMillStone. And, you know, they're closing down RBS Bank's branches because of online banking. And, you know, pretty much we're going into, they call it the Internet of Things. You know, you've got the whole 5G thing. So Esau's up in the technology, and he wants to, you know, he's doing away with, you know, the old world, so to speak. You know, he's bringing in his whatever, you know, you got all these names. You call it AI, robotic system, or whatever you want to call it. You know, he likes to call it a new world order. But everything's going of the way of the internet now. That, you know, digital, if I'm using the right word. It's not everything that you do, man, is through apps, is through online, and you know, everything. You know, it says TSB fiasco prompts new fears for online banking future as RBS announces hundreds of new bank closures. Pardon me. It says it used to be the elderly and remote were worried about. Now, thanks to TSB's disastrous few weeks, we're all feeling vulnerable to online banking failures. Someone should have thought a bit more about the timing of RBS' latest branch call announcements. So they're closing down a lot of these banks. You know, people are losing jobs, and everything's going of the way of online. Just days after an overwhelming and still ongoing TSB technology catastrophe locked thousands of customers out of their accounts but still charged them, inadvertently shared details and financial records between different customers, a whole host of other nightmare scenarios that leave us more than nervous about the reliability of online banking. RBS has added a further 162 branches to its existing list of those to axe. So they're closing down a lot of these branches, man. Like I said, you know, this system is going way of RFID. It says around 800 staff will lose their jobs thanks to the decision made at the majority taxpayer-owned bank. In fact, the additional closures bring the RBS NatWest branch closures to 432 this year. So everything's going way of look, I'll read this part. Overall customer group, which calculates that since 2015, more than 2,100 bank branches have been closed or have been in, but they don't even need bank branches like that anymore, because people are using the apps. Everything people do it on their phone. That's the mark of the beast technology, man. That we're telling you about. You know, that's what it is. It's putting everything into this gridded system. The beast blockchain, or whatever you want to call it, man. You know what I mean? So that's what's going down, and these articles, show you that. And like I said, there's even Esau wants you to talk to use the chip and talk to a visual screen of a robot talking. Hello, yes, sir. Scan your hand. On some type of, that's how they want it. That's how they want it, man. I mean, when, some of them banks in America, to get in there, you got to swipe your card. They'd much rather you swipe your hand. That's why the scripture says what it says in Revelations. And, pretty much this whole this whole, like I said, everything that this is going on in the system is they're trying to lure it to people getting shipped, and they've even got transport in London. They closed down the ticket office, so you can't. You used to have a man that you could speak to in the booth. You can't even do that now. They got rid of the people, and so if you want to know, you got to go online. Whether it be apps or the Internet of Things, the RFID mark of the beast. And if you don't know how it all lines up, just do some research, mate. It says 1 in 5 UK adults use online or mobile banking services to check their balance or look at what they've been spending once a day. Because it's more convenient, and easier. It says by contrast, people using paper statements are much less likely to scrutinise their finances regularly. Go down here. The truth, as we've all experienced many times over recent years, is that IT glitches are far from uncommon. These old school leviathans. So that's pretty much the article. I'm not going to read everything in it because you get the point, but whoever put this article together is not really in favor of the online banking. From the style of writing that he's doing, he much prefers the old way. The resistance to internet banking is not about failing to move with the times. The incandescence over tech failures is not being able to check your direct debit has come out this month. So he's not really with it, but that's the plans of the elites, to get everybody chipped and bring everything to the Internet of Things. Let me read this. Revelation 13, 16. He causeth all, both small and great, excuse me. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast. So, the whole monetary system, is gonna end up being a way there. You can't, if you ain't got a chip, you can't do anything. You can't check your account. You can't do anything. So they're doing away with all that. They're not. They're bringing it all into a gridded system, mate. Beast blockchain, and the Lord's gonna destroy this system. They ain't even gonna be able to get it, because the scripture says when he's about to fill his belly. Let me get the old Job 5. Let me get the old Job 5. Job 5:12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And he's got a plan, alright, and that plan is to, further to exterminate your tribes and further put whoever's left in slavery, but he wants to get everyone chipped. So he's going to present this chip, and it's going to be mandatory. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. So they're going to be destroyed. They're not going to get their plan. I mean, the thing is, the chip, according to the script we just read, the prophecy, the chip is going to be made mandatory, and you're going to have to basically reject that, no matter what the consequences are. And then when Esau presents the RFID chip mass public, then the Lord's going to pretty much destroy this place via Third World War. Your own allies are coming against you. That's how That's how that's gonna go down. You know. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.